Kitco Mining special coverage of the Mining Investment Event of the North is brought to you by EMX Royalty Corp.
Guanajuato Silver is a ramping up production in Mexico. I'm with the chair and CEO, James Anderson. How you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me on.
Tell us about what you're doing at Guanajuato.
Well, we are ramping up production. We bought the Cubo Mine and mill last year, started mining in August, started putting material through our processing plant in September. First concentrate sales were in October, and we continue to ramp up both in terms of tons and grade, driving our costs down and our production up.
Tell us about some of the recent developments. You had a new hire.
So Ramon Davila, who I think is one of the most experienced miners in Mexico. He was on our board of directors for about a year, but about 3 months ago, we talked Ramon into coming on as president and in charge of all of our Mexican mining operations. So yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Ramon has a tremendous CV. He's had huge success at Peñoles and Pan American, and most in particular with First Majestic. He was the chief operating officer and on the board of directors of First Majestic from when that company had 4 employees to when they had 4,000 employees, from zero production to 12 million silver equivalent ounces per year. The man knows what he's doing, and he, like me, thinks that with El Cubo, we really have all of the ingredients for a hub and spoke mining operation in Guanajuato, Mexico.
Get into that hub and spoke again. What are you doing? Because you were talking previously before we had this interview about how you're changing some of the operations, how you're tying it together, how you're making it more efficient.
Right. So we always felt that getting El Cubo was really the first stage in consolidating the whole district. So this is a 450-year-old mining district. I was born in Timmins. We like to brag about the 120-year mining district that is Timmins, and it's a fabulous place to look for gold and base metals. But Guanajuato has 450 years of history. So there's a lot of different mines, old mines that were in production until not very long ago that have resources that maybe are stranded for a number of different reasons. Expanding the operation in Guanajuato, that's really our raison d'etre.
Now, you have the mine in production, and then you have a mine that's advancing as well, too, and they're linked together, correct?
Yeah, that's right. So the one that's in production is El Cubo. It's very much a 21st century operation. Our other project is called El Pinquico. They're only about 8 kilometers away. Currently, we take material, about a third of our 30,000 tons a month production, from El Pinquico, from an old waste stockpile that was there from mining about 110 years ago. So we're using that material. It's low grade, but obviously very low cost in terms of just trucking it over to our processing facility. As we move forward, that operation, that project becomes a development project as we look for more material underground there as well.
What's the eventual production profile? Where are you getting to?
Well, the plant itself, in 2018, the plant was processing about 54,000 tons a month. So we have fully, at least 60 or 70% more that we can move through the plant. So really it's about finding enough material in situ underground within the region that we can move production higher without it challenging our ability to do that for a long period of time.
Now, the mine is slightly unusual because when we think of silver, we think of silver, lead, zinc, but this is...
It's silver and gold. The value proposition right now is about 60-40 silver and gold, and it is a little bit different. If you look further north in Mexico, in Fresnillo or Zacatecas or into Durango, most of the mines are silver, lead, zinc, so you get a base metal component. The mines in Guanajuato really don't have that, and they're a little bit different geologically. Most epithermal systems, you'll have a boiling zone where the precious metals are that maybe is 100 or 150 meters of boiling zone. That's where the higher grades for the precious metals are. In Guanajuato, though, many of these mines have 700 meters worth of active boiling zone, active activity. So it is a little bit different that way.
Talk about the political environment right now in Mexico.
Well, the political environment, I would say, is so-so. I think the national government is firmly not in favor of mining. They're firmly not in favor of foreign companies doing business there. The only thing that I would temper that with is you can say that about many, many other governments in the world, including that of the United States of America. I don't think that the Democrats in Washington are particularly mining friendly, and they would prefer to have America first jobs creation as well. So I don't know that it's very much different doing business in Mexico than lots of other places in the world.
What's your funding picture right now? So you're producing, so you have that as finance as well too, but you do have some plans and investments that you want to do.
Yeah, that's right. So we are producing right now. We're ramping up to about 1.8 million silver equivalent ounces per year. We're not quite there yet. We intend to hit that by the third quarter, by the end of the third quarter of this year. Currently, we're at a run rate of about 1.3 million silver equivalent ounces per year. We've got about $5.5 million US in the treasury, but we do have some development expenses that we'd like to spend over the next number of months. So we'll see what the markets say over the next little while about availability of capital.
Lastly, James, milestones over the next 12 months.
Well, I think this ramp up that we've been doing, I think that we have shown the market that we can bring a mine back into production on time, on track, on budget. That's a little bit unusual in the mining business. So I think what you will see from us is more of the same as we grow this silver and gold mining business into the future.
James, thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thanks so much.
I am at the Mining Investment of the North with James Anderson. My name is Michael McRae, and you're watching Kitco Mining.
Kitco Mining's special coverage of the Mining Investment Event of the North is brought to you by EMX Royalty Corp.